We'll call this the One Take Monday edition of my YouTube channel. Trying to get the light here right. It's hard to see with the camera, with the phone. I voted today early because I work on election day and work 6 to 6. Would not be able to get the polls one end or the other. A lot of people are voting early. I think they want to take their time, make sure that the polls are not corrupt, which is something to be said nowadays in this election season. I voted for Gary Johnson. I don't doubt that's any secret because I voted for free trade, but I did not vote to bring jobs back to America, because my opinion is if the job left to America, it was not worth having anyway. It was poorly managed, and they can stay gone. And I think people should quit buying from them if that's the way they feel about buying shit from other countries who don't follow human rights and environmental laws. And they can stay gone. Don't come back. The job won't be worth having when it comes back. They'll play the prodigal son and want you to work for nothing and without benefits, and always have that threat. Oh, we're going to leave. We're going to leave. We left once. We left again. Fuck that. Just let them stay gone. Eliminate the IRS so that American people can start manufacturing jobs, create jobs, and let a new range of Americans take over manufacturing. We did it once, we can do it again. It was just plain Americans that created the Industrial Revolution. It was plain humans that created. It wasn't just Americans, but humans who paid people right, and people demanded to be paid right. So let's get back to that. Fuck that feeling like we got the threat of going to China. It's insulting to American manufacturers who create jobs in America and pay their workers and create health care against an insane system, an insane bunch of regulations, but still create jobs in America. Buy from those fuckers. Quit buying the shit from China. Quit buying from the people who move the jobs out of China, or to China or to Mexico or some country where they're going to exploit the environment and human rights. It's insulting to the companies that stay here and create jobs and expand, and they do exist. I work for an American steel mill that does that very thing. Quit shopping at Walmarts. There's a good start. Put Walmarts out of business, and you can put the American consumer can put Walmarts out of business in 90 days, easily. They don't have that kind of cash reserve that can survive 90 days of American consumer strike. That's what I'm calling for, a consumer strike. If you don't like shit gets shipped overseas or jobs that go overseas, quit buying from overseas. It's as simple as that. The consumer holds all the cards. The economy crash in 2008 and 2009, it might have been created by the Fed, but it was maintained by the consumer, who's like, well, we just don't trust it. Not the consumer didn't have no money, it's that they didn't trust to spend the money that they had, because they didn't trust the stores, they didn't trust the government. And the consumer ultimately controls the economy. Ultimately, they control Wall Street. They can cut back the amount of money they quit putting money in 401ks, and see how quickly Wall Street goes. Oh shit, we gotta quit this shit. The consumer holds all the cards. Anyway, I'm standing up in my barn loft. We bought hay today, 400 bales, and it's about that season. Put in hay. The weather's not too bad. It's flannel weather, a little chilly. I'm standing up in the barn loft out there, and there's the pond and algae. I gotta finish getting that out of there. I don't, the kids do. And I see my rat terriers out there. You can barely see her out there. She's looking for mice. She's a hunter. No matter, you can't feed her enough, she still hunts. Which I guess that's a pretty cool instinct to have and maintain. She maintains it. It's Monday, and I voted, and now I'm thinking about motorcycles. I can think about motorcycles, not politics, now that I've fixed all the world's problems. Kind of up in the air between a Ducati Scrambler and that new Sportster, that tall Sportster with the big shocks and inverted forks. What's that called? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Is it making you nervous because I'm walking around on the edge of the barn loft? And it keeps screwing up my light. Anyway, that's my One Take Monday. And we're going to have to start doing more of these. Kind of like talking and not stopping and doing this
free flow shit.